sure to watch Sitare every week to catch your favorite star profiles, celebrity interviews, community events, and more.
Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.
Sitare
Right
TV.
here on Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.
Hello, my name is Claire Otterness. I'm here on behalf of Sitare TV, and welcome to the 46th annual production of the Ramayana. We are kicking it off today. It's our opening night. I just wanted to let you know that the children in this play have been working really hard since February to get prepared for their special day and special weekend. We have been doing this show for 46 years. The show is truly the heartbeat of our school. All of the students look forward to this time of year. We have preschoolers all the way up until 12th graders in the play. So every single student is featured as a character in this play. It is a required part of the curriculum here at Mount Madonna. It is studied as a part of our curriculum, the story itself as well as the performance. So our students know this show very well, they know the story, and we're so excited to tell it to you again. So if you would like to come see behind the scenes, watch the students as they get ready for the play today. Let me take you to the highlights where you can see all of the students who will be on the stage.
My name is Lonnie Honeycutt, and I am a 12th grader at Mount Madonna, and I am playing Ravana. When I received the role of Ravana, I was very surprised. I didn't know how I was going to approach it, but I think doing my research and just putting all of my energy into trying to understand the character and understanding his flaws and his motivations has really helped me become Ravana and show all of his complexities and who he is as a demon. For Ravana, it was difficult because I think there's a lot of different versions of the Ramayana, and a lot of them do portray him as pretty irredeemable. But I think just really going headstrong and understanding that this is separating myself from who Ravana is, and knowing that that's not who I'm reflecting as myself, but just as the character. And my perspective, I think taking a deeper look into all of the characters instead of just taking them at face value is what I've taken away from it. Chelsea, our director, has really prepared me, I think, mentally for the role. Doing exercises, improv for the character has kind of let me go deeper into the role. So yeah, I didn't watch any of the plays. I've watched previous of Mount Madonna's versions, but I do think I want to still watch the Ramayana played out like in India, and so like to get more of a perspective. So, yeah. I have been Beal Chief, and last year I was Sirpanaka.
Oh, I should have heard Trijetta's warnings telling me Lanka would fall. These humans testing fit, at least they got it tested. Choose never underestimate a man. Nothing. Your eyes up, my baby, tears fall down. You challenge the best and think it's really fine. Surely you just this world is mine.
My name is Mordecai Coleman, and I am in 12th grade. Yes, this is my first time being Hanuman.
But I must do something. I can't leave her here like this. I know. I'll speak to this Ravana and convince him of his mistake. He'll return Sita, and at last my master will be happy.
last year I played Megnod. I've been a few other monkeys before, Angad. I think I've been Nila before as well. Prince Atrugna I've been before, and King Dasarat. Absolutely, it's always I've always been looking forward to being one of the leads in the Ramayana. Hanuman for me has been the people who have played Hanuman in the past have been very close friends of mine. I've always looked up to them, and they're always very powerful, very kind people, and so being Hanuman is definitely. He was told that I was going to be Hanuman the night before we got on a flight to go to India. So I definitely was interested to see sort of what Hanuman meant to all the people who live there and who actually interact with Hanuman. And it definitely changed me. It has made me want to be a kinder person, more of a protector of people, more devoted of a person. Absolutely. Definitely after playing the role, it would be nice to be able to move mountains, and certainly while not playing the role, I can't move mountains, but every little thing, being able to help the people that I can help, it definitely makes me want to do that more. One thing, when I was in India, I got myself a little Hanuman figure that I keep on a desk at my house. So every morning I look at it and I'm reminded of everything that Hanuman stands for. I definitely look back to my time in India and seeing the statues of Hanuman, the one where he's holding his heart open with Ram and Sita inside. And just remembering what Hanuman means to people, remembering that he's a protector, and being in that state of mind definitely helps me channel being Hanuman. Yes, at the end of the show, me and another monkey carry her in a sort of chariot or something like that. Carry her to Ram at the end of the play.
My name is Cora. And I'm in 11th grade, and I'm playing Ram. To play Ram, I first started by doing some research. I think learning more about your character is really important, so I used the internet to look up some details about Ram, and I found out that he's very, very powerful and also very, very humble. He's powerful, but he doesn't know he's powerful. So yeah, I learned about him, and then with that I used it to play him. It's such an honor to play Ram. It's definitely incredible to be given such a big role that has so much history. And for me, it made me feel so grateful to my director for giving me Ram, because it makes me realize that anybody can have Dharma. Dharma is duty, and I'm just very grateful to play Ram. So yeah, played Mantara. I played Demon. I was a demon, and I also was in Demon Choir, which is the background for Megnod. Yeah. Oh my gosh, all of my scenes were really challenging for me. For me, I think the most challenging was doing the fight scene, because I don't fight. Like, I don't know how to do the staffs and the fighting. So learning how to staff and do the fighting was definitely the hardest for me. And honestly, just all of the scenes with lines were really hard because his lines are very powerful and it's important to look over them and really practice them. So those were the hardest scenes for me. Rom lives without fear. No matter what happens, he continues, and he knows that everything is going to be okay and that he will be successful. And I just think that taught me to just believe in myself more and feel that everything is going to be okay. And just Ram having faith in humanity and having faith in his monkeys and Sita and Lakshman. That it just taught me to like take a deep breath and just trust myself and know that everything is going to be okay. So, yeah.
The monkey should have returned by now. If Ravana is the evil that I have been sent to purge from this earth, then hear me, Ravana! You've taken away my Sita. Your sins are far too many. Prepare yourself. The time of your death is near. While it is true that you were once a great king, but pride has blinded you, Ravana! A king's duty is to protect and serve his people, not to enslave them. What is good about preying on the weak and helpless?
Do not preach this wisdom to me, Prince. Out here, the only voice I hear is that of your weapon, and death the only law I understand.
As you wish.
Honestly, all of the scenes with Sita, those were really hard for me because sometimes it's just awkward, like being in love, being fake in love. So, but I think I learned that you just have to be vulnerable and just break that barrier of embarrassment and awkwardness. And then, like the wedding scene and the wedding scene and the ending scene, those are really awkward for me and hard. But once I allowed myself to be vulnerable, I feel like it really broke down that wall, and it was way easier for me after that. So, I really want to play a female role next year. I love being Ram, but I would like to switch it up a little bit. Maybe Mandodari or Parvati or Sita. But I also would be okay. I would also like to be Hanuman. Just any of them, honestly. Any of the big roles I would love to play because they all have different backstories and new things to learn about them. More characters, then I learn more about the story.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and do not forget to subscribe to our Sitare TV YouTube channel. SITAARRE. Subscribe and click on the bell icon.
I'm Nakoa DaCosta Hemp, and I'm in 11th grade, and I'm playing Lakshman. Been at Mount Madonna a long time, and I've been in this show many times, and I've always wanted to be Lakshman. It's been a dream of mine for a long time, and I think that's because Lakshman as a character is supposed to be the protector and fully devoted to Ram and his cause, and I think that is a very powerful message for somebody to devote their entire life to serving somebody just because of how much they care about them. For Lakshman, for example, he wasn't banished. He decided to go with Ram on his own volition, so that's why I think it's such a great role.
Killing all these demons has committed us to war.
How could you doubt yourself? 14,000 demons lie dead due to your power.
I've just seen the most beautiful golden deer. I tried to catch it, but it ran into the woods. Look, there it is. Oh, it's so beautiful. Rama, will you catch it for me? Of course, my love.
But what if this deer is a demon in disguise?
Then I'll kill it. You may be right. Stay with Sita. Do not leave her. Lakshman, I feel so foolish. What if there's some evil out there waiting for him? Lakshman, did you hear? Rama's calling for help! Help me! How can you remain here? Rama could be hurt or dying. Lakshman, Sita! He is dying, I know it!
Princess, please, we're under some spell.
They are killing me! How can you stay here? Go! Leave me! Lakshman, you are a coward. Could it be you want me for yourself? Sita! I'm coming, Mama!
All right. I will go. This is a sacred circle. As long as you remain within it, no harm can come to you.
Lakshman, hurry!
May the gods protect you. A lot of practicing again and again, and we took time during our school year as a project for this class to do some research into our characters to more deeply understand why we are and what we are doing here. And I think that also really helped me get more into character, especially, and it's also just a lot of doing everything that we're doing again and again and again. We have a class called Performing Arts where we do a play at the end of first semester, and then we do Ramayana all of second semester. So we start right when we get back from winter break, we cast Ramayana, and then we have 4 periods a week of performing arts where we just practice Ramayana for 2 periods. And yeah, and then at the end of the year, we have a full week of just practicing Ramayana, and then we have a full week here before we do it. Character is, I think, the most devoted and true to his cause in all of the Ramayana, because there's nothing making Lakshman do what he is doing. He is doing this just because of how much he cares, and that's what sets him apart. The takeaway for me in my life is to think of others before myself a little bit more than I do. A lot less selfish, more selfless, and take care of the people around me and the people that I love. My big fight with Meghnad, and Meghnad's a good friend of mine, the person who's doing it, so choreographing and rehearsing that was super fun. Like every time we got to run it was super fun. Not really. I really like pretty much everybody here, and I think we all know what we're doing, and it was a really good experience getting here. Absolutely, yeah. Every year it just brings all the people, like, I'm in so many scenes with people in different grades that I probably would never talk to if it wasn't for this, and we're like friends now, and it's awesome, and it brings us together, and it makes us all work towards one collective goal, and that always makes everybody closer. This year, I would like to continue on to be Ram or Hanuman. I've always wanted to be Hanuman because he's so free-spirited and seems very fun to play. And Ram is just, you know, the guy, yeah. So either one, going for both. Very excited for next year.
My name is Chloe, and I am playing Mandodari this year, and I'm in 12th grade.
My lord, remember, you've had dreams of humans destroying our kingdom.
And you are telling me to be afraid of some dream? Since when have we feared superstition?
My gracious king, my husband, please allow Trijeta, your oracle is here to speak. Tell the king what you know of this realm.
I must avenge my sister. I have no other choice. This will be but a harmless adventure, and when I return, be waiting for me.
If you are resolved, I shall go and pray for Karan Dushan.
I had to say I was not expecting this role this year, but I'm very grateful that I got it. And I'd say how I prepared for it is I just really embraced the confidence that I hold as a woman and the strength that I have, and that's a lot of what goes into Mondodori's character and what makes her so loved. So that's just what I wanted to bring to the stage this year. I'd say a big challenge I did have was getting angry on stage, because there's a lot of moments where Mondodori disagrees with Ravana quite a bit, and sometimes it can be hard to channel anger when that's not what you're actually feeling. You don't get angry? Not very often. I think one of my favorite memories is just getting to spend time with my classmates, especially this year since we're all the leads in the play. It's been very fun. There's only 6 of us in our senior class, but it's just been a joy to be around them and get to spend more time with them. I think a trait I have adopted from Mondodori is just her strength and her resilience, even in a time where she's faced with a lot of fear and pain, and just the way she carries on even though she's hurting.
My name is Emmy Lord. I'm in 12th grade at Madonna School, and my character is Sita this year. Of Sita as a character since I was pretty young, since I've been at the school for 14 years. But this year to prepare, I've read quite a few books on Sita, just trying to understand. Our performing arts teacher, Chelsea, she knows a lot about the character, and so we've had a lot of discussions about her, and just kind of any way that I can try and get to understand her background and who she is beyond just what I know of her from our version of the Ramayana. I think it was trying to find that kind of level of that balance of strength while keeping that feminine grace, trying to understand that and embody that. I struggled with sometimes because it's a very unique balance that I think Sita carries so beautifully, but digging into the more relatable parts of her, the anger, the love for everything around her, just trying to find that kind of within myself and what I feel for my school and for the story as well. There is one scene that we have with Serponica. It's a really small scene, but it goes back to trying to find the balance between strength and grace and softness, and how to feel the confidence in who Sita is and that she can protect herself while also being protected by Ram. I had a really kind of difficult time knowing how to portray that, and sometimes I still kind of do, but it's a process, and I think I feel better about it now. I think Sita is really misunderstood, and I didn't fully understand her until this year, but Sita, she is so, the love that she has for nature and the world around her is something that I think so many people can take away from her story, and the virtue and the dedication and commitment that she feels to Rama, just how much love that Sita has to give to other people and grace, just, yeah, she's an incredible role model. To everyone coming to see the Ramayana this year, we're so grateful. We hope you enjoy it. We really enjoy putting it on every year. It's an honor, so thank you all so much.
My name is Rosemary. I'm playing Trijeta. She's Oracle and Priestess, and she gives advice to Mandodari and Ravana.
You are a foolish boy, young prince. It's best to respect your elders. Now listen. Ever since this princess was taken into our city, ill omens have been seen. Cows yield no milk, and there are ants in the prayer offerings, and now I've had a most foreboding dream. Lord Ravana himself, mounted backwards on a donkey, riding through our desolate city, burnt and destroyed, defiled by countless wild beasts, bears and monkeys. I tell you, this human girl must be returned to her husband, or by all I know and see, Lanka will fall. This is my dream. What think you of it?
What should I know of such dreams? Or not as the princess? You two, remain by the gate.
No. They shall go with you.
No, they shall go with me. All of you, come with me.
You are in great danger, as are we all. Lord Ravana will not remain patient for long. Know that the good Queen Mandodari sent me to speak with you. She says your hope is Lord Vibhishan, Ravana's brother. He is a great warrior, but unlike the others, he sees things clearly. And the Queen will speak to him and do what she can. For Lanka.
Wait! We've been rehearsing for months. I definitely worked a lot on my songs with our music teacher, because that was what was really hard for me this year. The songs for Trijeta are pretty difficult and have a very big range, so that was something I spent a lot of time on. And we also just did a lot of time working with all of the demons who have scenes together, doing a lot of scenes from the second act, just figuring out like blocking and dynamics. Yeah. You've captured Sita, strong and chaste. Now your world is dark and closing fast. Ego never lasts. Like I said, I think the biggest challenge for me was my songs. I'm not sure if that's the answer you're looking for, but especially the song O Mandodari, which is in the scene Ravana 1, where I'm kind of giving advice to Mandodari and kind of warning her about what might be happening with Ravana. It's a really beautiful song, but it was pretty hard for me to learn. So that was a challenge for sure that we worked a lot on. I still have one more year. I think I would love to play Sita next year, or Parvati would make me really happy. I'll be happy with any role. They're all such amazing characters, but those are two that I would enjoy. In school, yeah, everybody is in performing arts class, so during the rehearsal times, you'll kind of be working on different things every time that you need for your character. So I spent a lot of rehearsal time with the music teacher working on my songs. And then I also like to work on singing outside of school and try and get better. I play piano too. I like music a lot. But yeah, we have a lot of rehearsal time during school, and then sometimes we'll have after school rehearsals, especially for I Wait Here For You, which was a really hard harmony to learn. But yeah. So we study, I do choir too in school, so I definitely study music a lot.
This is Nash Wilson. I'm at Mount Madonna School. I'm a senior, and I'm 18 years old. And I'm playing Shiva.
Ravana, 10-headed demon king, that issued forth his rock-slashing horde. Nobody can believe a power so monstrous or so vast.
But in this darkest hour, a light appeared, and Vishnu, god of preservation, said, "Fear not, in Ayodhya I shall take birth in the house of good King Dasarat."
Not one, but 4 strong sons were born to grace the line of Ayodhya's kings. Ram, Bharata, Lakshmana, and Shatrughna. In each, a noble light did shine.
But the brightest of them all was Ram. He filled the land with hope and love, and by his presence both the day and night were blessed.
Well, you just have to embrace like the godliness of Shiva. You have to like hold yourself up to a higher stature and lean your chin back a little bit, like this. And then from there, you just gotta get dressed, and then you feel like a god, and you're ready to do anything. Parvati broke her foot. That was a bit of a challenge, trying to figure out what to do from there. Well, you get covered blue. The makeup process takes an extra long time. I'm on for a lot of scenes. I'm on the stage a lot. I have to go on and off a lot, so I always have to be back there. I like Sita's abduction. That's always a fun scene right there. Last year I was Jatayu, the Vulture King, and then the year before that I was Sampati. And then before that, I was just a monkey. Because they love casting me as the bird for some reason, as big birds, because I have big bird energy, you know? I have a big wingspan. You just kind of audition as like whatever role you want, and then they will just assign you a role based off of your attributes and like previous performances that you've done. If you could talk to a director about the casting process, because I still have no idea how it works. They kind of just tell you to do an audition, and then they cast you. I have no idea how their brains even work. 3 snakes actually. I got a big snake back here. I got a little snake back here, and then I got a snake in my hair somewhere. Well, I kind of wish that I kind of wish I got to be like Ram one year. That would have been nice.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and do not forget to subscribe to our Sitare TV YouTube channel. SITAARRE. Subscribe and click on the bell icon.
Hi there, my name is Chelsea Otterness, and this is Mount Madonna's 46th year of Ramayana, and I'm the director. I've been directing this is my 4th year of participating as Ramayana director, and I'm very excited for this year's show.
Were there any challenges?
Challenges, definitely. There are lots of challenges. Doing a show with 200 children, ages 2.5 to 18, you get the spectrum. You get, kids being really young and not used to this, and then you have kids that are older that have other priorities, right? So we really try to, we aim to have the Ramayana be an experience where the students all kind of come together in equilibrium to create this thing. So there's challenges, there's outliers here and there, and we're aiming to bring us all together for this community event. So the challenges are many. There's challenges probably even now that I'm not aware of, but all of us have the mindset that, we're gonna put everything else aside to have the show come to life.
So when you are training them or teaching them or directing them, are there any kids who are not interested to participate?
Very good question. Well, I've asked every single student. I teach the entire cast, so I'm their teacher. So I know each and every one very personally. I know their growth story. I know as much as a teacher can know about a student. And I've asked each of them, do you want this to be a meh show, mids as the kids say, or do you want it to be the best? And if you want it to be mids, please let me know so then you can do an alternative exercise. So really the commitment of 100%, and yes, we want this to be the best it can be, is what is required of the student. And every student has agreed to that. So since we made that agreement, I'm holding them to that standard, and that has been really the key to success and accountability. We've had challenges, but when we all know what our aim is, we're able to help each other achieve that aim.
Are there any students who say, oh, I don't want to play monkey, I want to play Rama or Lakshmana or all the important lead roles?
So, yeah, very good question. I think that students are cast not based on their temperament. They used to be more so, but the energy that the student has, their natural talent, is something that the role, matches with. So the synchronicity of the role in the child usually ends up lining up. If there are any sort of challenges with that, it's a growth process. No perspective is fixed, and that's kind of the philosophy of our school anyways. So, if at first you don't know much about the character, there's infinite things to know about, not only the Ramayana, but character like Hanuman, Shiva, infinite things from, the neurochemistry side to the cosmic significance to what they do just embodied in the show, whether that's being a character that's omnipotent like Shiva or a character that's a devoted friend like Hanuman. So there's going to be an aspect that the kid can connect to, and that's the beauty of this story. So if it was fixed and ironclad, it'd be harder, right, to fight against someone's intuition. But the story gives us all the grace in the world to have the kids have this growing experience.
So it must be interesting, like different grades, different ages, they come together under one roof on the stage. Do you think like they are different after playing the role in their personality? Do you see any change?
Do I see any change? I think that the confidence in oneself is the thing that I've seen change the most. And it's not like they're, taking on attributes of the character, but it's being true to yourself, right? And so playing a role that has such magnitude like Ram, the student who's playing Ram has just metamorphosed. And is she gonna be Ram and walking around, healing and, like always following the straight and narrow or whatever that phrase is? I don't know, and it's not up to me. But the confidence and the self-assuredness, absolutely, without a doubt, yes.
Thank you for your time and giving me the opportunity to cover this musical Ramayana. It's been really fascinating to see all the students, playing different characters. I'm amazed, to see this.
Well, I'm really grateful that that's something that is exciting to you and that we can continue to foster our relationship with the Fremont Temple. I know with Ritu right there, and participating maybe in the parade, whatever it is that really helps us connect with the truth that we are one human family. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Peace.
for you.
Thank you. All right, shall we start the show? Let's do it. Okay. See you guys.
Kumbhakarna, the great warrior. I am ready to smash and eat Lanka's enemies.
Then what?
Why have you disturbed my sleep, brother?
Kumbhakarna, greatest of warriors. Some human Prince Ram is leading a huge army of monkeys and bears here in order to rescue his wife, the Princess Sita, whom I've borrowed for ransom.
Brother, what have you done? Ram is no ordinary human, you fool! You are my brother, and I will help you. Just don't do anything else stupid until I return. Now, get out of my way, monkeys and bears I'm going to eat today.
enjoyed watching the behind the scenes as well as the play. If you missed it this year, then don't worry. We are going to be continuing to do it every single year. So by the time June comes around, we hope to see you back. And thank you so much for watching this video.
Be sure to watch Sitare every week to catch your favorite star profiles, celebrity interviews, community events, and more.
Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.
Sitare
Right here on
Sitare TV. Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.
Sitare TV.